Turning now to your forecast, taking a look at live pictures over Freedom Boat Club at Lake Norman. Let's send it over to meteorologist Chris Mulcahy with everything you need to know on this Tuesday. Chris.
A beautiful day is what we have upon us. Look at all these blue skies. Some upper level clouds and some of those chunky cumulus clouds could also be developing a little bit later on, those little cotton ball like ones. And high temperatures right about 95 degrees. I think that it's going to be anywhere from 2 to 3 degrees warmer than what we had yesterday. And it was a hot Labor Day, to say the least. And looking at the record books for just this day, September 5th, the record is 101. We're not going to be anywhere near that. But looking at other days that have been recorded since 1878, well, Charlotte has only reached 95 once, so we will have a shot to potentially tie the third hottest September 5th that we have on record. 69 degrees tonight. That is certainly warmer than what we're used to. We should be about the mid-60s, even though we have been trending on the warmer direction at least the last couple of mornings. 69 tonight, 68 tomorrow, and then after that, mainly the mid-60s. I don't know about you. I miss these mornings. Right around 60 degrees. It felt great. It was super dry. We're not necessarily going to have that right away because of our dew points. I'll get to that in a second. Tomorrow, hour by hour, notice the yellow numbers right around 99 for about a 2 to 6 hour stretch. I think you will spike to around 100 degrees for a few minutes here and there. 101 looks to be the top, but that's just because our dew points are a little bit higher. The good news is that these usually come down a little bit during the afternoon, and that helps us out because if we were around that 70 degree point with a high of 95 degrees again tomorrow, we'd be close to that danger level about 105. Our dew points over the next 7 days, they're not going to come down. We want them to get below 60, and that's why those mornings that were around 60, 61 felt so great, especially on Friday and Saturday. But also when you have this much moisture in the air, it's going to trigger more showers and thunderstorms. We've kind of had a break from that pattern over the last several days. Well, it returns by tomorrow. So today will be dry. Tomorrow will be dry, Thursday, I forgot what day of the week it was. Thursday is we're going to have isolated showers and thunderstorms, and here's what it looks like. Tuesday, don't really worry about it. Technically, we do have a rain chance tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to happen. This is where we really start to change things. This is the first time that we've seen here on our Futurecast showers and thunderstorms really starting to bubble up, and they start to expand and combine into a multi-complex system. I think that could end our afternoon, and I think Friday is going to have kind of the same tenure to it as well. So here's our long-range Futurecast. You're seeing a lot more green here on the map on Friday and Saturday. So I think Friday and Saturday will be the wettest days for all the Carolinas. But I want to direct your attention further off towards the east. Check out what happens. See that? That's a hurricane. Bermuda needs to watch out for this, especially Thursday and Friday. Now, models are keeping it away from the Carolinas. Who knows if it's going to beeline north? That could be affecting parts of New England. But right now, Invest 95L will be likely called Lee later on today. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Right now, we're at 35 mile per hour sustained. So once it gets to 40 and defines its center, we're talking about Tropical Storm Lee. And it's going to, in a rapid intensification, 2 or 3 days from now, turn into a hurricane. Look at this spot. I measured it. It's about 250 miles across. We'll have hurricane winds of 75 plus. I think this easily is going to become a major hurricane. Big time story here and very active tropics. Everything agrees that this looks to be just north of the Lesser Antilles. Good news. But then by day 8 of the model, so about midweek next week, that's where it's dancing out here. Still a lot of question marks, something that we're keeping an eye on. We don't need it to trend south because that affects the southeast U.S. a whole lot more. Our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, the hottest days are right now. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday, hovering around the mid-90s, back to 90 on Friday, and then, thank goodness, even though you will have more cloud covering your rain chances, much cooler in the 80s Saturday, Sunday, and into next week. Larry Sprinkle, it's